It's Friday, folks. It's the end of the week. It is episode 5 of our 7th challenge with the robots. 7 challenges with the robots. We are 5-1 so far. We will find out where we end up after this week. It's imps again, and plus scores are good. We left board 8 with a question as to maybe what the robot would do over a 4-spade preempt, but we're on to bigger and better things. We're not going to let any sort of questioning of the results derail our efforts on these last 2 boards. And here we see that the auction was opened in front of us, pass 1 diamond, and this is our hand. Our bid's just 1 heart. Anyone that was thinking of bidding 2 hearts or more on this hand, that is a preemptive bid, and we're too good, right? We are very strong here, right? In fact, we have the best hand at the table, right? So in these situations, if we're going to show extra length, we certainly want to show extra strength on an auction like this, right? We bid 1 and then we rebid our suit. As it turns out, it's not going to matter, and the robots are just destined to play 4 spades once again on this hand. They're 2 for 2. We're out of this auction. We've done our best to just sell our hand and have had no takers from our partner, so we are out. Partner clearly doesn't want to play with us anymore. They are not leading our suit, but that's not a huge deal. And that may mean that maybe they're looking at like a weird king position over there, or I wouldn't guess it's shortness, right? Or if it is, it might be extreme shortness, I suppose. What was the rest of this auction? Diamond, a heart, a spade. Let's start our counting on this hand. What's West looking at least minimum number of spades, I guess. What would you guess? Should be 5, right? Because of the auction. We overcalled 1 heart. When a diamond on our right, 1 heart. If West, our lefty, had 4 spades, they would double. So when they bid 1 spade, we know they have 5 or more. So that's where we're counting as far as our starting point in spades. They have at least 5. Right? So we're going to recognize that, which means, I don't know. It's possible they have 5 spades and 3 hearts and our partner's void. Could be happening, which means maybe we should have played ace of spades. And now it goes low heart. So my question is, and here's what I'm going to think about. I'm going to say, why didn't partner lead my suit? The answer is, well, they could have something like, I suppose, king third, right? And they just didn't want to lead low from that holding. I suppose that could be the case. They could also have... it seems weird that they would not lead a doubleton, right? In the suit that partner bid. So, yeah. And shortness singleton for sure. I'm going to play the ace and assume that's going to be okay. Okay. Here, I don't know. It's weird. It's weird that partner wouldn't lead 8 low, but it's also weird that they wouldn't lead a singleton. So, I would suppose this is just partner being honest with their count there. Right? The start of a high-low signal, they have 2 of them. The other thing I want to consider is the values on this hand. Dummy started with 12. Ace-king of clubs, I think, was the starting position there. So they started with 12. We had 13. That's 25. And lefty just kind of jumped a game after partner raised. Now, that could be some shape as well. They know they have a fit. But really, partner's not looking at much. So my diamond position is it's better when they lead it. Let's put it that way. We certainly don't want to be leading this suit. Clubs looks like it could be really bad at some point for us, but is okay right now, I think. I really don't want to be on lead again. And if I do get on lead again, I want to have a safe exit. So on this spot, I'm tempted to just play the ace of spades and then return a club. And just so I can get the heck out of my hand, maybe force dummy to rough, and now they'll cash the queen of hearts and get a pitch. But I don't think there's really anything else I'm going to do. My partner is just so unlikely to have anything meaningful over there at this point. So here it goes, ace of spades. There's a club, so they're just going to pitch. That's fine. All right, spade of the jack, queen of hearts. There's the pitch. Partner said 8-6 of hearts, okay. And now comes the diamond play. All right, good. So Good and bad, right? Now, partner did have ace jack of diamonds. Wow. So lefty just had short diamonds, it looks like, on this hand, and short hearts. Obviously, they had just some sort of just crazily distributed hand, which meant partner did have room for more points. So there it is. Yeah, lefty has a 10 count, but they're 5-5, and their king of hearts. They didn't know it wasn't actually totally wasted, I suppose, for them, right? Because of partner's position, but here. Their bid based on more shape meant that partner now had more room for that ace of diamonds. So let's see. That means I booted the defense pretty terribly, as you can see here. I fast forwarded just so we could get to the crucial position. Here we are, guys. Easy bridge, right? Just cash the king of diamonds. And you know what? Terrible mistake because it's an imps tournament, right? This should be very obvious at this point. It is possible that it's 1:45 in the morning, but this is an obvious play at this moment because really we've taken 2 tricks at this point. What else are we going to be taking? Are we getting 2 more on any other line? I mean, possibly, but it doesn't seem likely, and it looks like the only way we're going to really scrape together tricks in the amount of time we need them to be would be if partner did have the ace of diamonds. So if I can just play king of diamonds diamond, we can be a hero. Right, and we can actually beat it 1 trick. I wonder if I make this play earlier here on the spade play, am I going to get it again there? Am I going to get a little rough action on that one? No, sorry, lefty only had 2 diamonds anyway. All right, so at this point, we just get to get our 2 diamond tricks, right? And this was after bragging about getting our tricks on board 8 last time. We didn't get our tricks in this one, and when I say when we win together. When we lose, I will take the heat on this one. This was a pretty bad play. All right, so we might be in trouble here. That's 620 to the bad. Is this our loss? Man, it has to come. The loss has to come because we can't win forever. But if we have any major decision on this last board, we might have to stretch a little. So doesn't look like anything too wacky can happen here. We're going to open 1 heart. Partner bids a no trump. I mean, I'm not going to stretch. I'm just going to bid my hand. Okay, good. At least we're going to play a vulnerable game at the end. Maybe there's some fun stuff in the play we can do well with. Take a look, guys. Might be an interesting line here. Queen of spades lead. And because queen and king. I don't really have any reason to do anything but take the ace here. It doesn't seem like anything's going to go too terribly wrong for us, but you never know. Right? The question is, after we take this ace, what do we do? We have to recognize we have 2 spade losers and maybe 2 diamond losers. Right? We don't have any club losers, and we certainly don't have any heart losers either. Right? So how the heck are we going to play this last one? And I hope I hope we make it, first of all, but I also hope that the play might be a little bit tricky. And maybe we can sneak an extra trick in here, or enough of a trick to take 10 when the robot might not be able to. So let's be careful on this one. All right, so I am in the business of taking finesses when we need to, and especially if they're successful. I like taking those types of finesses. But if we don't have to take a finesse, I would love to be able to avoid doing so. We might need a little help on a hand like this. We need trumps to kind of break evenly to be successful, or something kind of fun happening in this club suit over here. But first things first, I'm just going to play a club and kind of get to the business of stripping this hand down a little bit. That was nice there. All right, so we see when we lead a low club towards our hand that the right-hand opponent hops up with the queen. Now, they might have been doing that just to try to, they have the king-queen. They're just taking their trick. They don't want us to score with the 10, which is probably most likely. Or maybe we're getting lucky and they just have king-queen third. Right? We're going to find that out in a second. But here I'm roughing high so that I can play a heart to dummy. I'm going to save that 4 of hearts over here too, just in case we need it. Unlikely, but here I'm just kind of being efficient with my trumps. Now I'm going to play another low club. Okay, it's not the amount of riches we thought here. So there's another round of trump drawn. And now we can hope that trumps are at least dividing evenly. Maybe we get a little luck here. They're not. Okay, that's unfortunate. So at this moment, I think I might have backed us into a bad corner, but we will maybe try to find our way out of this by playing the Jack of Diamonds and hope they cover. They don't. There's that queen. There comes the Jack of Spades. Uh-oh. Let's get some fun over there. There we go. Okay. All right. So they were kind of hopefully unplayed at the end. They didn't have any clubs left, and they thought they couldn't lead a spade, which they couldn't. We were going to get a little slough and a rough there, maybe, or at least force them to rough. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, we scraped it together. Unbelievable. Wow. Oh, wow. We should have lost, guys. We could have beat 4 spades on board 9. They did bid 5 clubs on board 8. Check that one out. Wow. So at the end, some very cool results, and we'll see all of them in a second. But this is the last board. I forgot. I got excited by the actual result, so I forgot that we were gonna take a look at this last hand. It turns out that I didn't really need to go that deep on this. We weren't actually behind. I really thought we needed diamonds to be bad and us to solve that in a different way, meaning Trump's breaking a little strip and end play. We didn't need that much. We were ahead. So bad judgment on my part. But here, let's take a look at what happened at the very end here. Watch, we get to this point after we find out that Trump's break badly. We trumped that club. We didn't get the good news we wanted in that suit. But here, now we drew Trump. Bad news in that suit. So now we just have to play a diamond. And at this point, when we lose to the queen, they can take their spades. But look at what happens at the end. There's really nothing they can do that's going to be successful, right? They can lead a spade, in which case we pitch a diamond. And now watch what happens, right? When, as it turned out, by the way, we saw what happened. They led a diamond and they gave us our free finesse. And we drew our last round of Trump and we just have the rest of the tricks. But you might be thinking, okay, well, what the heck? Why didn't they just lead a spade? Well, now if they lead a spade, we just get to pitch a diamond. And then what does East do? Well, if they rough, we win the ace of hearts, right? We just have a cross rough, right? We cash ace of diamonds, rough a diamond, rough a club, right? If they pitch a club, Jack of clubs is good. If they pitch a diamond, our 10 of diamonds is going to be good. After we rough, draw Trump, and play the ace of diamonds. So East is amazingly squeezed on this if West leads a spade. So I mean, West made the play that they were hoping was going to be right. That East just had that king 10 of diamonds or something like that. But at this point, we just get to take all the tricks no matter what they do. So, maybe foolishly backed into a corner. We came out smelling like a rose, and also interesting that they did not beat 4 spades on this one. Here's our hand. There's their table. Let's see. Did they had something similar happen here? They hopped ace of spades, but then they led a spade. Okay. And then it went king of hearts, ace of hearts. Yeah, and they did the same thing, unfortunately, that we did. They allowed them to get their diamond pitch before they ever got their heart. It's hard to picture partner having a lot of values on this hand unless we really place West with this extra shape, which we can. I mean, that certainly is a possibility for them, jumping to game on this one for sure. It doesn't have to always be values. It could be a hand with a lot of extra shape like this. Aggressive bit on their part, but they did not beat it, nor did we. Good stuff. This last one here, let's look at the 4 spade opener. They got us on this one. So we passed 4 spades. It was just 4 spades past us, and it was more fear than anything else from me. But usually here, I'm okay just letting the robot play 4 spades, knowing what I know about this situation with them. As it turned out, though, the robot bid 4-0 Trump. They actually looks like they just made a minor suit takeout bid for them. That's what that is for them. It's just clubs and diamonds for some reason, which makes me think double is more takeout-ish as well. But if we're going to play this kind of the very basic way, like we discussed on Thursday, which is when this hand occurred, when you do it this way, usually double would be like, hey, I have good cards and can play for penalty for sure. And 4-0 Trump would be your generic just takeout, right? So your normal shape like that. So there, they gain 8, right? So they did very well in this one. Here, they looks like We lost another 3 imps on this one, right? They defended one trick better at their table. But the big swing was us playing 4 hearts, right? What would happen on this one? The support double here, and then when we doubled, our partner jumped to 4 hearts. That seemed pretty normal to me when it happened, but let's see what the robots did on board 4 over there. Looks like they just played 3 clubs because, there it is. They opened 1 no trump. Bad robot, right? Not, I mean, the robot North was really bad on this hand at their table. Look at this. It goes a no trump, 2 diamonds, 2 hearts. Pass. So East balances with 3 clubs. Can't blame him, right? Look at that hand. And now North doesn't bid 3 hearts. What? Are you crazy? I mean, come on. That you have a 9-card hard fit with your partner. Your partner opened a no trump. You have a singleton ace. I mean, let's go, robot. I would be upset if I were a South robot in this one, but I was robbed, so we didn't have this auction because the South hand is too strong for 1 no trump, folks. The South hand is 17 and a really good one because it has a 5-card suit with it. We do not treat this as a no trump opening bid. It's too good, right? It's too much on the high end and above that high end with their extra source of tricks there. So at our table, we opened a diamond, right? And then partner responded a heart. It went 2 clubs. We got to make our support double. And then it went 3 clubs, pass back to us. And then our next double here, as discussed at the table, was a extra values hand with still that same 3-card heart holding. And our partner now smartly jumped to 4 hearts, getting us to a game that we can't make. I give you that. This was the hand that they could take 5 tricks on. But guess what they didn't do? They didn't do that, right? So happy with the auction here. Upset at the robot from the other table, honestly. I'm upset for the robot. This did not have to be a plus 13 for us. They could have defended better at our table, but they could have certainly bid 3 hearts with that North hand on the auction that they had at their table. So we were bailed out on this. I would say this was not a win by us. This was a loss by the robot. The first board also looks like we were in game, and the robot just was not. They just stopped at 3 hearts here. Yeah, it looks like they passed 3 hearts. I'm not a fan of that with our shape and the extra length that we had in this heart suit. My partner wants to kick me into an invite, and I have this hand. I'm going to take it, and it's imps, guys. You bid your games in imps. I thought that was pretty straightforward. I know you guys didn't necessarily get to see that one live, but I mean that's all about bidding your games in imps, right? So I will wipe my brow and say, wow, I can't believe we escaped with our lives. Not the strongest week by me. I'm a little bit, especially on the tail end, did not close as strong as I think I could have. But we'll give it another shot, and the next one we'll play match points. In fact, you know what I'm going to do with the next one? I think we're going to play a Just Declare tournament. I like that idea. We'll play that. We'll actually just have the auctions played out for us by the robots, so maybe we'll have some fun with the auctions, just at least talking about robot speak and see what they're going to get up to on the auctions. But we'll just declare, and we'll get our declare play chops kind of honed up in that event. So, guys, I'll see you in that next one. And until then, I'll either catch you here on YouTube, either in that weekend game on BBO, which I also will post the results on, and anytime at bridgelesson.com. That bridge quiz is there for you, as is the declare play practice lessons that are all over the site now. So enjoy all of that, guys, and more of this content to follow. I will see you very soon. And until the next week's challenge, have a wonderful run of cards and enjoy your time out there, folks.